Morning.
Morning.
We are going to work on our black, white, grayscale, black, white, grayscale portrait. Make sure, please look over this. It will be helpful. See how everything is very angular here? And even if it's curved, it's still curved with angles. So that's kind of our goal. See how this circle is broken up into
Digital little things.
right, little sections, little squares is kind of the concept we're going for. So you're going to open up Illustrator and you're going to have a new file. Just make it'll go to print, letter. That print might go away. It's okay if it says custom. Make sure this says inches, 8.5 by 11. Portrait is good. Make sure this says CMKY. Later on, we'll tell you why that is. And it's your name, last initial, WPAP. WPAP. Then to get your picture on it, I don't want you just to drag your picture over or copy it on. You actually want to do File Place. You want to place your picture on. And hopefully you have it saved and done in your folder. I'm going to place the picture there. And then what you need to make sure is that you have your layers showing. If they're not, what yours probably looks like is this. If you want it big like mine, you can just click it out. If you don't see your layers, you're going to do Window and make sure there's a check next to your layers. The other thing that we also need is swatches. So your picture automatically went on your very first layer. We want to lock that layer. So see, there's a pencil with a no. We just want to make sure that picture doesn't move. If you have all this work done and then your picture is going to move and then it's going to be super, super annoying. And then you're going to add a layer. This is where we're going to do most of our work, on this layer. And then you're going to add another layer. This is going to be where the tiny, tiny, tiny things that you need to be on the very top, but you need to be able to draw with turning this layer off, on. I'm going to show you how to start. Start on layer 2. Take your stroke off. We want to just have a fill. And you're only using the pen tool. And what's nice about this is we don't want anything curvy. You don't have to worry about clicking and dragging and making those handles like you did on the pen tool exercise. We want things very angular. We want to try to create the shape with as few clicks as possible. So I'm on layer 2. I have my pen. My cursor looks a little bit different than yours. It's okay. And I'm going to change that. I'm going to click, click, click. So that's kind of the white of my eye. I'm going to select the black arrow, go here. I'm going to do that again over there. I have to select off to make a new shape.
Can't you just copy and paste?
I don't want it to be the same. My eyes aren't exactly the same. And then because I want to be able to see these things, so that this layer 3 is for the fine details. So I'm going to click. Because this is smaller, these areas, small areas will have the most clicks. But you don't need to go like that. That is not what I want. Because then it's like a wavy, weird line when you get to things bigger. Click, 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 click. So my eyes, everything we want to do is we want to convert the lights and darks into a grayscale. So my eyes are pretty light, so I'm going to do that. And then even on, so let's see. I'm going to turn this layer back on. But even more so than that, maybe I want to change these back to the other layer because I want to put my pupil on there. So there's a green dot here. I can move it from layer to layer. So I'm going to move it back down to my regular layer because I need to turn that off so that I can see. And there's a no sign, and I'm going, why is it no? Well, that's because I'm on a layer that's turned off. I can't draw on a layer that's turned off. So I'm going to go to layer 3. And I'm going to put in a pupil. And another pupil. And there's a tiny little highlight. The only time that you're going to use the square is there's a tiny little highlight here in my eye, and I'm going to make that light.
What are you trying to?
So there would kind of be the start of my eyes. Then I'm going to go with just things that look lighter and darker. So this shape right here looks a little bit darker. And then you take the black arrow, you click on this. Everything you do after you make the shape, because you kind of want it to go past the shapes you've already made, you're going to right click, arrange, send to back. Now that's not sending to back. So what's happening? Because I'm on the wrong layer. I should have put that on my layer 2. Now I can arrange and send to back. I have another area, so instead of going click, 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 click to try to match that, that's too many dots. We want it angular. Everything's about angles. So that is probably like another shape that I could use. And I want to make that a little bit darker. So you're using all of these grays right here. But here is a little bit lighter on my eye. So maybe this is considered a highlight. I'll make that light, black arrow, arrange, send to back. And then this is kind of in between those grays that I just did. Everything. So then this kind of looks like a highlight, a little bit lighter.
Is this like a bust that we have? So you don't do your eyebrows?
I will do my eyebrows. So what I wanted to show you is that's where I can do some of those fine details. So I can turn this layer off, turn 3 back on, and then it's easy for me to see. That looks kind of funny. Try that over. And I'll make those darker. And then when I turn this layer back on, you can see it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to layer 2 because I want to keep drawing on layer 2. So little details again. This is a little bit darker. You can use black, white, and all these grays right here. If you stick to 5 grays, it'll be easier to recolor the artwork when we recolor it later. And then I just need to kind of get the rest of this shape filled in.
I think I like that.
Do we have to do that? Like, because I don't even do primary.
That's better.
And then you just keep building, building, building out.